Welcome back to Fred Achando Analysis, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to say I'm very much grateful for the support that you've rendered to this channel since we started. Allow me to request you, if you're watching us for the first time, kindly subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell. This is the support I request from you. Give our videos many likes so that YouTube will rate them high and even recommend them for more viewing. If there is one person who will take Kenyans to the street, this person is President William Samoei Ruto. Today, Raila Amolo Odinga led Azimio, other Azimio leaders, Kalonzo Musyoka and Martha Karua, to attend a meeting, a town hall meeting in the county hall, where the JLAC, Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, was deliberating on a petition, in fact 4 petitions, to remove the 4 dissenting commissioners from office.
Kenyans are being turned into passive bystanders in their affairs with grave implications for our unity, our stability and governance as a nation. The Ruto administration is taking us back to the state of affairs last witnessed in the Nyayo regime of the 1980s. This kind of impunity, selective injustice and capture of institutions will have grave consequences.
The 4 commissioners, Madam Juliana Cherera, who is the vice chair of the IEBC, Irene Masit, Justus Nyang'aya and Francis Wanderi, are the 4 commissioners who rejected the Wafula Chebukati results of the just concluded elections, and they said there was a lot of opaqueness, explaining that they took part in the verification process, but towards the tail end they realized things were not working out. And this did not go down well with Chebukati and the Kenya Kwanza team. And Chebukati had vowed to ensure that disciplinary actions were taken. He said that this matter cannot be swept under the carpet and we pretend that it is business as usual. This only means that if Chebukati had the powers to kick them out, he would have done so long time ago. But under Article 254, the IEBC commissioners can only be ousted from office by a petition to Parliament. And this is what has been done, not 1, not 2, but 4 petitions. And very many people feel that it is the Kenya Kwanza that has sponsored all these petitions to ensure that the 4 commissioners are removed from office. And so today, the hearing starts, and Raila Amolo Odinga led those Azimio leaders, and they attended. And he came fuming with fury, and he gave a warning to William Samoei Ruto. Why do you think this meeting is very important to the country? Because Raila Odinga believes that this is the time when the 4 commissioners need him most. When Raila needed them most, they came out and told the whole world the secret affairs that had gone on within the IEBC. In fact, if these commissioners had not come out, ladies and gentlemen, we would have known that there were mischief going on within the IEBC. And they risked their jobs for Azimio, One Kenya Alliance. And so this is the time when Raila wants to show them that he's also with them. He is offering moral support. Not only that, the removal, according to the Azimio party, they feel it is machinated by ill will because they went against the bid to give William Samoei Ruto a clean bill of health. Because as it is today, ladies and gentlemen, the legitimacy of his presidency, even though was clarified by the apex court, many Azimio supporters still believe that everything is not well. And so Raila Odinga went there and he listened to the petitions. What exactly will happen is something that we want to wait and see. But if you read the message that Raila Odinga gave the country, he is determined to ensure that the 4 commissioners go nowhere. If this is allowed, if the 4 commissioners will be ousted from office because the Kenya Kwanza team has got the numbers, they control the National Assembly. And even though the Speaker of the National Assembly allowed Cherera and the team to be represented by lawyers, if this thing goes to the floor of Parliament, I want to submit to you that the Kenya Kwanza team will carry the day. The process is clear. The JLAC committee will have 14 days to listen to these petitions to determine whether they meet the constitutional threshold that will result into their removal. Then Justice and Legal Affairs Committee will come to the floor of the House and present their findings. And once they present their findings, Parliament will debate this for another 10 days, just looking into this report. So from there, they will decide to present their report to the President, who will also decide to form another committee to look into issues that have been presented. But the motive behind all these petitions tells me that the JLAC committee will definitely indict the 4 commissioners. And the Parliament, because of their numbers, will definitely vote to remove them. And then when it gets to the President is ensured to kick them out. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this thing must not be allowed to happen, because the other commissioners who will come and any other public officer who will be given a mandate to perform a sanctified duty, such as one in the IEBC office, will never perform their duties free and fairly. Because what is happening is an indirect intimidation, so that any public officer will be now serving the interest of the executive, serving in fear that if they interfere, then an incoming president will definitely initiate their ouster and will remove them. And this is the reason why I feel that Azimio team must come out very strongly this time round to ensure that they don't, that Cherera and the team are never ousted from office, so that any other officer who will be given a duty will be non-partisan, regardless of who is in the office. 2027 is not very far from us, and preparations are very high, top gear. The chairman of the IEBC has his tenure ending in January, together with Boya Mwilu and the other commissioner. And if Cherera and the team are removed and Chebukati and the other 2 are also going, what will happen is the president is organizing a new team, a team that will be loyal to him, so that as we go for another election, he will have it very easy. He does not want a situation where we have a divided commission, because IEBC is composed of 7 commissioners, and already Cherera and the team are 4. So this means if they are left and then we recruit another 3, then it is already divided in the middle. And if the last conduct is anything to go by, then they will not support the current president. And that means that it will not be very easy for them. And I had analyzed earlier that the president has got two options: to either initiate their removal or buy their loyalty. Because in Kenya, we don't have neutrality in these offices. That is the saddest thing. We have set a very bad precedent. And it seems he has decided to kick them out. If this happens, then it means the 2027 election will be a mere formality, because everything will be done according to the interest and the demands of the executive. Once they are done with the IEBC, then I know it will be smooth sailing for procurement. Maybe the same Otimofo or the other company that was given a contract to procure the ballot papers will still be given, despite the fact that there were questions here and there. And so it means that waking up in the morning to go and vote will be nothing, because the result shall have already been determined. And this is the reason why Raila and team are so much determined to ensure that they protect this institution. Every institution should be autonomous and independent, to work without favor, to work in a manner that is seen to be non-partisan, without leaning towards any side. And Raila Odinga and team also wants to manifest unity. Of late, Azimio has been rocked right in the middle, starting with ODM. Oparanya yesterday announced that he was tired of being in ODM. And just the other day, Kanini Kega and Jeremiah Kioni, who is the Secretary General of Jubilee, said that they have paid the debt. So in the midst of all this, everyone was asking. In fact, I was even wondering where Martha Karua is, because I felt that Mount Kenya could be pulling away. And this rare show of solidarity, I think, is something that the Azimio supporters will really appreciate, because it shows that these people are together. I have always opined that Raila Amolo Odinga wants to consolidate his support base and hand it over to Kalonzo Musyoka and Martha Karua. The only thing we need to see more is for them to be working together. Like it was good today they attended that meeting together. It shows they're still together. How I wish, because the other day I saw Raila Amolo Odinga with a few MPs like Junet when he was cautioning the government against the GMO, and I was wondering where are the other Azimio leaders. And I think Azimio supporters will be very happy to see them still strong, because Martha Karua has maintained. Just the other day she tweeted that William Ruto should not be allowed to perpetuate illegalities in the countries. Kalonzo Musyoka on the other side have also been breathing fire once in a while. So they need to stand together, because we need a strong opposition to ensure that the government is checked. This has been the norm always, ladies and gentlemen, because if a government is left to conduct its businesses freely without any opposition, then Kenyans will have problems. The GMO insecurity, unilateral decisions are never envisaged in our new constitution. And so Kenyans must come up to protect this vengeful mission, so that Cherera and the team should not be victimized for performing their work.